You are listening to Ablaze Bible Reflections. Today's passage is Matthew chapter 8, read by Isioma. Only say the word, faith and the healing presence of Jesus. Matthew 8 is a sequence of encounters in which Jesus meets people where they are, listens to their need, touches their wounds, and restores their dignity. At every turn, faith opens the way for healing. Faith is not simply believing something about Jesus. It is trusting Him enough to bring before Him whatever in us feels wounded or broken. It is the humble attitude that allows God's presence to enter our lives and quietly transform what we cannot change on our own. The leper comes first, carrying both disease and the wound of social rejection. He approaches Jesus with a trust that is honest and humble. Lord, if you will, you can make me clean. Here, faith is not demanding, but surrendering. It places the wounded life into the hands of one who loves without fear. Jesus does not recoil or hesitate. He touches the untouchable and answers, I do will it. In this moment, we see the heart of the kingdom, God's willingness to restore the dignity of those the world pushes aside. Faith opens the space, Jesus fills it with healing. The centurion offers a different portrait of faith. He is an outsider, a Roman soldier, someone no one expected to understand the ways of God. Yet, he sees clearly that Jesus carries a unique authority. With deep humility, he says, I am not worthy to have you under my roof. Only say the word, and my servant shall be healed. His trust in the power of Jesus' word amazes even Jesus himself. Here, faith becomes recognition. It acknowledges that God's power is not limited by distance, status, or expectation. It is enough for Jesus to speak. Many Christians echo this line before receiving communion because it captures the essence of trust in God's healing presence. In Peter's house, Jesus heals in a quieter manner. He takes the hand of Peter's mother-in-law, and her fever leaves her. Nothing dramatic is said, yet the moment is filled with meaning. She rises and begins to serve. Healing returns her not only to health, but to her place within the family. Healing is never just about feeling better. It is about returning to love, returning to service, returning to the life that illness had interrupted. This scene reminds us that the kingdom restores our capacity to love and serve others. The fruit of healing is renewed generosity. As evening comes, many arrive carrying their burdens and sickness, physical pain, mental anguish, spiritual suffering. Jesus heals every one of them. Matthew sees in this moment the fulfillment of Isaiah's promise that the Messiah would carry the sufferings of his people. Jesus does not remove pain from afar. He enters into it and bears it with us. He steps into the places where we struggle and lifts what threatens to overwhelm us. Faith trusts that He remains at our side, even when the weight presses heavily upon us. In the midst of these healings, Jesus speaks about the cost of following Him. His words remind us that faith is not just receiving help, it is choosing a path. The kingdom comforts, but it also challenges. It asks us to hold on to Jesus more firmly than we hold on to our excuses, fears, or comforts. Faith leads us forward, sometimes into the unknown, sometimes into a change we did not expect, but always into life. Becoming a disciple is like saying yes to a journey that stretches us but also strengthens us. The storm on the lake shows how faith and fear often coexist in the human heart. The disciples panic as the waves rise, and Jesus calms the sea with the word. In that moment, his question about their faith becomes an invitation rather than a rebuke. Faith does not mean we never fear. It means we learn to trust that Christ is present even when fear overwhelms us. The peace he brings to the storm becomes a sign of the peace he desires to bring to every troubled heart, every anxious mind, and every restless situation. The final scene takes us into a foreign region where two men are freed from spiritual oppression. Their liberation is dramatic, but the townspeople respond with fear and ask Jesus to leave. This reaction reminds us that healing can unsettle us because it disrupts the patterns we have grown accustomed to. Sometimes, freedom feels unfamiliar. The kingdom disrupts whatever keeps people bound, and not everyone welcomes that transformation. Where Jesus arrives, chains break, even the chains we have grown used to carrying. Like those who encounter Jesus in this chapter, we too carry our own struggles, our own storms, and our own hidden wounds. The gospel invites us to bring these to Jesus with the same trust they showed. When we place our lives before him with sincerity and openness, the healing power of the kingdom enters our experience. Even in the midst of difficulty, we begin to glimpse the quiet yet certain work of his grace. Lord, give us the faith to come to you as we are, and the courage to trust your healing love. Step into the places where we are most fragile and make us whole again. Only say the word and we shall be healed. God bless you. Stay close to the word. The Ablaze Team.